Robert Lewandowski, he decided to join Barcelona at the lowest point of the club. And that's why the people were very grateful to him and wanted to say adeu the right way. All right, let's play buy or sell Robert Lewandowski. Herc, Levy to Major League Soccer. Buy or sell?
I'm buying. Listen, I know he's going to be 38 in August, so 38 this summer, but there are a few plazas I think he just makes sense. This is a goal scorer. Give him an opportunity to score a goal. He was scoring in La Liga. He's been scoring in Champions League. Only Messi and Cristiano, those two monsters, have more goals in Champions League than Robert Lewandowski. He's going to score goals. He's got a certain profile, a certain presence that I think would be very valuable for certain franchises within Major League Soccer. And I'll go out and just throw in right now. I was of an age where the Chicago Fire was a place where Polish national team players went with that community and were very successful, and they can draw in numbers the Polish community. I think he would be a good fit. They have Ugo Kuipers right now, who's actually leading the league in goals. If they played a two-striker type of setup with Greg Berhalter and the verticality that he has shown in his Major League Soccer career with the understanding of what it's about, I think Robert Lewandowski can strive in a market that has been underserved, would be the word I would use, within Major League Soccer for quite some time. This could be the jolt that Chicago needs. I think it's a perfect fit for both.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I'm just going to look at it from the perspective of Robert Lewandowski. Never mind the perspective of Chicago Fire and Major League Soccer. How about sell? Just go and lay in a beach somewhere. Huh? Go play some golf.
They got beaches in Chicago.
Okay, not good beaches. Look, just go play some golf. Enjoy your family. You know, your kids are growing up. There's no need for this man to be going across this country this way, that way, this way, that way.
There's more than $10 million a year on the table for Robert Lewandowski. Either at Major League Soccer, at Saudi Arabia, or he has other offers from European clubs that will play Champions League next season.
With all due respect, there's a way of doing both, Ali, and I think some of these players see Major League Soccer in that way.
Gareth Bale certainly did.
Well, yes, the golf part. But
the golf part.
His good buddy Marco Reus is in Los Angeles right now. I'm sure there's a part of him, 38 years or not, that still enjoys competing, that still wants to compete, that wants to give his family maybe a different taste of the life while competing. And there is that itch for a lot of European superstars of America. What is Major League Soccer like? And I think there's a way of getting both, where he takes it seriously enough for Major League Soccer, but enjoys his time away from the field enough that a country like the United States can provide for some of these athletes.
Do you buy now?
No, I would go sit on a beach. I would go play some golf. No, look, I'm not going to tell a player that he should retire if he feels like he can still contribute and he has a passion for it. And that's the part that I really think is important here. If he still has a passion for it, and he doesn't feel that there is such a letdown from being in Barcelona than having to go and play elsewhere where it becomes a transition to retirement, then okay, hey, listen, go and do you. And if the family want to go on some sort of expedition and live a different experience, sure, you do you, and the family will get something out of it as well. I'm just merely suggesting, at some point, even though there's a lot of money on the table, and it's hard for me to say to somebody, hey, walk away from $10 million, you know, maybe you jump ahead of the curve. Maybe you are the one that is making decisions on your career, and you can do that in MLS, or you can do that in Saudi Arabia, or you can go to whatever team that is offering you this money, and so be it. If he has the passion for it, go do it. But if there's any doubt, then you look at your kids and you kind of go, I want to be there.
All right, now on the Barcelona side of the story, they're going to miss out on 25 goals per season. That's an average what Robert Lewandowski, all comps, that's what Robert Lewandowski provided for Barcelona in the past 4 years. Who would be an ideal player to take his place?
At Barcelona?
At Barcelona.
Well, the name that's been in the headlines, which I don't know how realistic it could actually be given Barcelona's financial circumstances, but Julian Alvarez would be a perfect fit. Julian Alvarez embodies what I think would fit perfectly in a Barcelona uniform, #valores, but also on the field and his play, his ability to combine, his ability to press the way Hansi Flick would like to press, his ability to score goals, to facilitate. I just think it's a perfect marriage. Again, given Barcelona's financials, what we know of it, I don't know how realistic that would be. But in terms of on the field and in the profile, I think that's the perfect player for him.
I think it's a one-name list, and it's Julian Alvarez.
What about Joao Pedro, his name has been also thrown in a hat for replacing Lewandowski?
Well, talk to Carlo Ancelotti. See how he feels about it. Don't think he's quite at that level. And there's been other names that have been thrown around, like Alexander Sorloth. The other day I heard Vedat Murici, and I always fell off my chair. I was like, look, if you this man is perfect for Mallorca.
He's like the leading scorer in the Liga right now.
It's perfect for Mallorca, but if you look at a player that does not fit the profile of a Barcelona player, that would be Vedat Murici. And so there's a lot of names being thrown around, but the name that really makes the most sense is Julian Alvarez, but it's probably the most unrealistic name. And if they're going to make that happen, then they're going to have to make other decisions. They're going to have to open up some more space. There's some space, of course, with the absence of Robert Lewandowski, but I think there are other decisions to be made by Barcelona and other players that are going to be sacrificed.
Yeah, the crucial part will be the finance element to this. How much can Barcelona afford? Would they sell someone in order to balance the numbers and try to bring a superstar striker? Robert Lewandowski is gone after 4 years, and so far, 119 goals for Barcelona.